Welcome to another episode of the Married Game Podcast. We're the voice you trust when it comes to lust, and we are who you hire when she lacks desire. When you get old, you think, that younger generation. But today we're going to talk about pain, punishment, and penetration.
That was a lot.
See? It was a lot. But there are some things I'm dying to ask you. But before I do,
oh gosh,
and before I tell you how beautiful you look today, Jessie Joy, we have a play of the day. Bum, bum, bum.
Get it.
Oh, I gotta not do the bump, bump, bomb because he actually puts in the bump, bump, bomb, and when I bump, bump, bomb, it messes it up. So I'll try it again so that he can bump, bump, bomb without me bump, bump, bump. And now we've got the play of the day. Okay, last week we talked about a guy finally standing up, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, standing up for himself and going, "Hey, listen, this is it. We're not going like this." And how calmly he expressed where he was at. We've got a follow-up to that. It's about a week or two later. I can't remember if it was last week or the week before. And she basically is doing some things to make things happen. And she said, "I'm on a mission to be the wife you need and deserve for both of us." Heart emoji.
I love that.
You said it.
What did I? Are you gonna laugh at what I said earlier? When you finally speak your words, but what I say is, when you put them in place, they straighten up. But messing around.
Yeah, you said it joking around, but the thing that you said after it was actually more interesting to me, and it was that you're like, when people finally get it,
yeah, and
they actually get what's happening. You can see this very, very differently than how maybe you saw it before.
Yeah, they're not messing around, and you're speaking your truth. Like, I'm not going to live like that anymore. I want a better relationship. I want to live better. They straighten up.
It's standing again. I'm not just going to be rolled over. You don't just get to just take things away. But it's kind of leading into the question I really wanted to ask you, because this has popped up 3 times in Married Game that the wives had said this to the husband. As the husband is stepping up his game, cleaning his side of the street, owning who he is, and really becoming the guy, dialing in the dials. And then the woman is like, "Hey, I feel like there's just a lot of pressure on me to have sex." What say you about that? You seem to have an opinion, and then I've got quite a few questions around it. So if the floor is yours, Jessie Joy.
Thank you. I have felt that it's the pressure to have sex, but it's not just the pressure to have sex, it's the pressure to rise up. But the pressure is what's going to make you rise up, right? Or else things are going to stay the same. So that pressure is necessary and good because you're going to elevate your relationship. So there is a lot of pressure, but it's a good thing. So when men are finally speaking their truth about having sex, or how many times they want to have sex, or what kind of sex they want to have, it sometimes can feel like that's all they're talking about. But, it's that pressure that's going to make them realize that that's how a man feels loved. That's how he feels connected. And that's the expectation he's going to have from now on, is to have sex in their relationship as if when they weren't having it. So it can feel like pressure, but that pressure is a good thing.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh, thank you.
And that's why I gotta wait to ask.
Yeah.
Also,
it's uncomfortable.
Same vein, I want to get another answer, and then I want to dive back into that one and do it. But I want to just ask this next one in the momentum.
Okay.
So the next piece is, women seem to either use sex as a punishment or a reward. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I don't think it's a good thing. I think society, for some reason, has used that as, a reward system, like you said, to get things done, because probably over time the man was slacking in some things, and he starts slacking, then she uses that as to get something. So that's how it became. I don't think that should be used as a tool, because that's the love and connection in your relationship. That's something you do in your relationship that you don't do in other relationships. That's what keeps a man and wife connected and married. So I don't think it's a good thing that girls do that.
Yeah.
But I can see somewhere along the line how they got there.
If a woman is pissed off long enough at her husband she might be like, yeah, I'm willing to give him sex, but now he's mad that I don't actually want it. And the fact is, I'm like, I'm literally just giving you my body because I know you want a nut, and I'm not that into you. Women they're not usually that bold to say that, which is a shame, because it seems like there's it's like a problem that keeps going round and round and round. And it doesn't seem like it ever really gets fixed unless a guy steps up, raises his standard, and says, hey, this has got to be the new way it is, or else we can't go this direction.
Yep.
Because if a woman's not really feeling her dude, she's just not going to want to fuck him.
Yeah.
But yet there is the pressure to say, hey, wait a second. You're the only vagina he gets to fuck. And it puts this big conundrum on it. I have only found one answer. What is your answer to that? What's the answer to that?
The answer to that is that's why we speak to the men. It starts with him. So as he starts doing the inner work, it's going to get her connected mentally so that he can be connected physically. And then that's how you go around and run it in a positive way instead of going around and around in a negative way. But it starts with him.
And if she is not into it, or meaning just won't give it up, what do you say to him then?
How long has he been doing the right thing and being the man that he's supposed to be? And then he can turn around and say if that's the life he wants to live.
Because do you feel like there's this piece that almost like sex is a reward for a guy being a good little boy?
No.
You don't. But don't you feel like that is kind of the energy around sex? Like a guy's got to get everything just right.
Yeah.
Well, but that seems to be the thing. A guy gets really pissed off. He's like, why is this so difficult? Why do I feel like I have to understand the Rubik's Cube perfectly every time to unlock this? Why can't
Well, does he communicate that to her? Does he say, it feels like the only way you give me sex is if I do everything perfect for you?
Oh, so you're asking him to speak up and use his words.
Just like you're asking her to do so.
I think that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any more questions, my interviewer?
Well, it's interesting because as I hear these guys and I hear their questions and I hear where they're at, I understand why they feel so stuck. A man sees this and says, I don't understand why she won't have sex with me. Some guys are in great shape. They make a bunch of dough. They do all. You and I both know they're just missing the emotional connection. So they're not feeling connected to this. So literally they are only feel used. The guy feels just as used. Like he feels just as used like a walking ATM as opposed to a walking vagina. It's the same feeling. But there's this piece of a guy that says like, I can't, in essence, he feels out of control. And I think that's what he fucking hates. I think he hates that he feels like he's out of control and forgetting that mating has always been reserved for the top dog in nature. Mating was reserved for the top dog. For thousands and thousands of years, mating was reserved to the top men. And a guy would have multiple wives and they wanted to produce great offspring and they didn't want a bunch of fucking loser offspring in there. Clearly, look around the world today, losers have taken over 99 to 1. But with that being said, it's like, I think it might come down to his entitlement. Maybe the whole premise is he just feels entitled to sex. And yeah, there's pressure to bring sex, but there's also, I think he would only be able to apply that pressure and go, hey, what the fuck, if he knows himself he's actually done the thing. Right?
But that's, the men don't recognize that they haven't been doing the thing until they haven't been doing the thing. And we show them, this is what you're lacking. They're like, oh shit. And then they can be entitled to when they're the man they're supposed to be.
Every guy that's walked through our modules goes, I didn't know 90% of that. Even the guys that pretend like they know what's going on, they're saying the shit that gives them away. And literally the most basic student will come into our world. And well, it's not I'm talking about the most at the base level of when a person enters into our world. These are not basic gentlemen by any stretch of the imagination. They are sharp motherfuckers. but they come in with the most basic understanding. Just watch the modules. And they understand it better than 95% of people walking and even talking on the internet. Because if you don't see it, you don't see it. It's like almost like not knowing you have lips right here because you can't really see them. And then you actually look in the mirror for the first time and go, what the fuck are these things? You're like, oh, those are lips. That's what's actually causing you to form your words and everything. You're like, this has been here the whole time. Like, whole time. Mm-hmm. Don't you think that's a pretty apt analogy? Mm-hmm. So if mating rights are reserved for the guys that are the top dogs, all we're teaching a guy is go be that guy that attracted her. And sex shouldn't be as a reward. It shouldn't be for punishment. It shouldn't be all this negative stuff that it is. But regardless of that, if the guy takes a step above and goes, I'm going to be the standard for who I am, none of that shit even matters anyway, because he's either going to get her to turn back to the way she always wanted, that he always wanted her to, or he's not going to settle for this and be like, I know I can get this, and I'm going to get this with or without you, but I would rather it be you. I think that's the answer to the whole big, long ordeal. But I do think that it is healthy that this women have been using, like, I feel pressured, like it's, stop pressuring me. Like it's a
negative thing.
Yeah, and it's like, no.
That's a positive
there
thing.
Should be, if we're trying to be the best team we can possibly be to get what we want in our life, which might be very different than what other people want, but there's things that you and we want. And we're even in more harmony right now about what we want in our life, probably more than we've ever been. And that's just the answer.
Well, pressure is uncomfortable when you're doing it. Change is uncomfortable, but it's necessary. So the pressure is a good thing.
Yeah, if the answer is just fucking be the leader in your standard. That and these guys, they feel like they're begging because they kind of are. You're asking a lady who has higher standards to lower her standard to be with you is actually, I think, is the feeling of stupidity that they're experiencing.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's probably why they say that shit like she's my better half. I mean, these are all just cultural colloquialisms that people just throw out that are like the whole scheduling sex thing. Like we talk about that. And if you actually...
I still get messages on that. Like, you guys schedule? Like, yeah.
I was explaining it to my barber. And she's like, what? I said, if a couple is attracted to each other, scheduling sex, not scheduling sex, none of that matters. Everything's fucking rad.
Yeah.
When a couple's not attracted to each other, nothing is rad.
Right.
So the answer is, there comes a point in your time when you actually realize how important your time is, not only just worth monetarily, but in terms of, I want to create memories. You put shit on your calendar because it's important to you. Not because it's like, oh God, we got to do that. No, you put it on there because this is important. I don't want to fucking forget it.
Yep.
This is important, meaning it's blocked out. It edges out everything else in that time block. No, this time gets that. Again, I don't know how many people, not very many people think that way. But this is probably why we deal with the people we deal with, because they understand, hey man, I'm looking for a practical, actual way to actually love my marriage again.
Yeah.
And the wife is saying the exact same fucking thing. So pressure, punishment, and penetration. There we go. You've clicked on the right station.
It's so lame.
All right, you ready for our new segment?
Hell yeah.
All right, here we go. Pause or play.
Okay.
In this segment, we throw out real life scenarios where a guy is trying in his marriage, but maybe still missing the mark. We vote pause, not working, or play, solid effort. Then we break down why it hits or flops.
Okay.
This sounds pretty thought out. Do you understand the segment and what we got going on?
Yeah.
Take a sip of your
Let's
beverage.
Have some energy.
Get some energy, because here we go. Pause or play. Number one, he works 60 hours a week and provides everything, but hasn't taken on a date in 6 months.
Pause.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah,
that's enough said right there.
Come on, boy.
If you listen to any podcast we've ever created, that's big fat pause.
You know, I used to always just assume, okay, everybody knows date night, like go on a date once a week.
Yeah.
As much as it's said all over the internet, very few people actually do it. I love dating you.
Yeah.
I get excited. I'm like, oh, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? I get excited about that shit. So I like dating. I think dating's fun. All right. Number 2, pause or play. He handles the big decisions without her because I've got the vision. Just trust me. Pause or play.
Oh, that's a pause. Just trust me. I want to be included. I just want to be talked to. Like a teammate. Like we are supposed to be teammates in life, so let's chit chat about it.
Supposed to, huh?
Supposed to. We are, but people are supposed to.
Yeah, where did you get the supposed to? Somebody say that?
Well, if you get married, you're a team, right? Oh, we have a team. We have kids. There's 2 of us. That's a team.
That. Okay.
That's supposed to.
Okay. He handles the big decisions without her because I've got the vision. Just trust me. It depends. It depends. This might be one of those where, of course, she would probably define big decisions.
Well, like just if you talk to me about your vision and goals and direction in life, like I want to support that then. So let's talk about it. Get me excited. Like I want to support you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Number 3, he asks her what she needs more of in the relationship and follows through without defending himself.
Well, pause the end part. I was going to be like, yeah, that sounds good. And then without defending himself, what do you mean defend? Like, is he defensive or is he just talking about whatever he needs to talk about too? I don't know what's going on there.
He asks her what she needs more of in the relationship and follows through without defending himself.
Without like defensiveness? Because that would be a play.
That would be play.
But to have a conversation is 2 ways.
But it also sounds like I'm getting a hint of maybe he didn't stand up for himself.
Right.
And he's just capitulating, and we need to probably put a pause on that.
Okay.
There's some cause for pause if you're not going to stand up. That's the laws. Here we go. Number 4. He always drives and picks the restaurant because she doesn't like making decisions anyway.
If that's what you like in your relationship, then go ahead. I'm not okay with that.
So you would say play for them, for they.
Pause
but
for
pause
me.
For pause for you.
Yeah.
Because I don't always drive.
No.
You do. I like it when you drive.
Yeah, and I like to choose a place if I feel like I want food or atmosphere. Like I want to be included in that too.
Yeah. You and I like making a lot of decisions together because we're like, what do we want to go do? And like, I don't know,
what is going to make both of us happy?
Yeah, there's a mood, and there's always a mood.
Sometimes we even say this, like, what's our expectation for the night? Are we going to dance at the end of the night? Do we just want to go to dinner and then a movie? Like, what kind of mood are we in?
Yeah.
Like, I want both of us to be happy.
I think that's why marrying your best friend is like the best move on planet Earth, because you guys like want to do a lot of the same shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like to go do this. And there's stuff that you don't like. I'm like, well, I'm going to make time to go do that shit myself. And as you do as well. So number 5, he tells her, I don't get emotional, then wonders why she doesn't open up to him anymore. Pause or play.
Well, why'd you say it with that tone? Just read it straightforward, because you're already putting a pause on that with that tone.
You are not wrong. I'm leading the witness, aren't I? I'm leading the witness.
I can't hear anything but tone, so pause already.
He tells her, I don't get emotional, then wonders why she doesn't open up to him anymore. Pause or play?
Pause, because you want her to open up.
Yeah.
You want him to open up. You want to have communication flowing.
You didn't like how he said, I don't get emotional?
Yeah. Because
everybody's
all do.
emotional. Yeah. So that's a guy that just doesn't quite get it. Yep. Number 6, he books a babysitter without being asked and plans a night just for her.
If you like that sort of thing, I think it's cute. I don't. That's not for me.
So it's play for they and pause for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of women love that if you just spring the day and be spontaneous. That's not so much for me. I'm a big planner. So know your wife. Know thy wife. I'm
going to maybe go with the simpler approach on this one. He books a babysitter without being asked. I don't know that means it was a surprise. I think he was just, and then plans a night just for her. Like, hey, we've got a date night. He goes, I'll take care of getting the babysitter arranged, and I'll plan something fun for you. So I think
that's cute.
Yeah, that's a play for me, but a lot of you women aren't into that.
No,
is it a control issue? Is
Probably.
Feminism really sunk its fangs into you guys, huh?
Well, okay. Well, let me get real deep then on this.
Let's
you ready?
Go. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I'm supposed to be the leader at home, right? And raising Jovi.
I don't know what this supposed to be stuff is, but
I'm
sure.
a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
So that is my role, my job.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden I'm supposed to just give it up.
Oh, that's
instantly.
the feeling. That's the feeling.
Yeah.
You're saying.
It's like, okay, so you are at the office, you're working, doing all the things, and I'm going to come in and direct everything. You would flip out. You'd be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
So this is the breakdown.
That's how it feels.
Okay. Fair.
That's how it feels.
Fair.
And I don't like it.
Okay. So you're going to say pause. He books a babysitter. He'd have to read it. It could be play or pause. I like a guy that takes initiative.
Yeah.
But the booking the babysitter, it feels like it's crossing a lane to you. So therefore, you'd like to be a little more involved. Mm-hmm. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm going to go to number 7. He gives her advice every time she vents, then gets annoyed when she says, "You're not listening."
Pause already.
100% pause, dude. He gives her advice.
I just want to communicate. I don't need your answer feedback all the time.
We as a society of men don't understand a fucking thing about women. We don't get it.
Well, sometimes we don't either. So.
No, I'm just saying, but like everything that's baseline, surface, quotable, hand down from generation to generation to generation is a big sack of bullshit. I've been carrying around this my whole life. I figured you'd like to start smelling like this too. Here you go. Whoa, boom. And the kid goes, yes, I've been waiting to get this from my father my whole life. It feels like it's just handing down bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. Number 8.
I like that.
He tells her he's doing his best, but that mostly means showing up tired, distracted, and defensive.
Pause, obviously.
Dude, this...
Who wrote this?
This guy's really been studying the life of Trevor. Number 9, he thinks... Go ahead.
That's our old relationship all the way.
Yeah, dude. Number 9, he thinks that being loyal and not cheating makes him a great husband, even though he's emotionally
entitled. Very entitled. Pause, obviously.
These guys are just fucking, these guys suck.
I know, right?
All these
gotta get out of there.
So much pausing going on here. We're never going to get through
this.
Do we
any plays?
Do you have anything to play? He leads with strength, but checks in regularly to make sure she feels seen and safe.
Oh.
Play.
Well, we spoke way too soon.
This is the last one, dude, so I don't know.
Play of the day.
He leads with strength, but checks in regularly to make sure she feels seen and safe.
That's absolutely, I love that one. Okay, that's a leader right there.
All right, so off the top of your head, give us the top 10 things that a guy could do 10? To make this woman feel seen. You can do 20 if you want.
Get out of here.
Top 3. It doesn't have to be top.
Seen, okay, heard.
Seen
talk to, ask questions.
Well, hold on. So
thought about, intentional.
How is thought about? When
a text throughout the day is so nice. Flowers, or oh my gosh, when are we gonna go on a date? I miss hanging out with you. Blah blah blah. Intentional.
So that's
a little effort.
Yeah, those are good. I was just thinking, like, we do all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I realized every one of those things there was a lesson along the way for me to need to learn that stuff.
Well, I just recently went to Big Bear without you. Mm-hmm. And so I went away somewhere. Normally you do, right? Mm-hmm. And I included you like we talk about. So I called you and had a big old long talk with you when I walked to the donut shop.
Yeah.
That was fun, right?
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun, right? It really was, right? It
was fun, right?
Tell them on the podcast. Tell them right now. Yeah, it was fun. And I actually
being intentional.
I liked being included. I liked that we just got to connect it was just a little bit, and then I got to spend the rest of the day by myself, which was fucking heaven.
Exactly. Exactly.
Absolute heaven. Being alone has become my absolute favorite thing now.
Wait, more than hanging out with me?
Yeah. Yeah, but like you're
That's
a close
fair.
second. But it's
fair because I really like to be alone too.
If I don't have alone time where I get to check in, sort through my thoughts, think about what's important to me.
Like, don't even look at the clock. You're just doing whatever you got to do.
That's 4 to 6:30 for me every morning.
Yeah.
Just, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be focused on learning more about me. Mm-hmm. And I don't ever want to miss it. Like, I feel so grounded by having that time. And then because I feel so full and so aligned with who I am and what I want in this life and all those things, it makes my time with you way more fun. because I'm not constantly thinking, I should be doing this thing. I know I'm supposed to be working on this thing for me. And I feel full. I feel like I have something to give. I feel like I told you this morning when we were getting ready, I was like, man, I feel like everything is a grand adventure right now. Just the new people I get to meet, everything that we're doing, all the new projects. We're attacking this way we do this thing very differently than we've ever thought we were going to before. And I like that. And it's fun. Everything's really fucking fun, but it came from so much like just having to tell the truth and be honest with ourselves. And I realized you and I both do this. I was telling you something like, well, actions are more important than words. You were quick to say that. And you were telling me something about your face and and you told me something like, well, but, and I was like, I realized you and I both do it to each other. It's not that we like gotta check each other, but we gotta kind of remain like, hey, let's also live in reality. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We both did it in the space of 5 minutes to each other this morning.
Did we? I think we do it like it's real, but it's somewhat like a joking or a joke.
Well, of course, no, it's said in a comical, humorous way, so that way it lands. But we're both definitely making a point.
Yeah, and we're like, dang it, you're right.
And now we can say that as opposed to what?
Yeah,
I know you believe in me.
Right.
I know you believe in me. I don't doubt that for a second.
Yeah,
I'm believable. But I want to go create and achieve and partake of the unbelievable that's beyond all of our dreams. I want that.
Me too.
So that is where we're going to land today's show. Beautiful segment. Listen, I heard a guy recently say that if a woman stops having sex with her man because she just doesn't want it anymore, whatever, she doesn't want to feel pressured, that if a guy just stopped producing, everybody would look at that man if he goes, no, I'm done producing. And he asked, he goes, if your man just stopped producing, stopped paying for everything, he just stopped, what would you tell him? And of course she said, I need him to step it up. And he goes, exactly.
Bum, bum, bum.
So you're here to please your man, support your man, be there to help your man accomplish this thing that he's doing. And you're not fucking him. Why can he not turn around and be like, step the fuck up? That's the top level of the thing. The thing that goes deeper is, why did the situation get this way? What happened? So that's why a lot of surface level answers, they seem right. Happy wife, happy life. They're like these quick little things. They're like little sugar cubes, little packets of sugar, little candy for the mind. But you can't have any depth. You can't have any growth. And literally everything that a guy comes to me for and asks me for and why he's having this problem, every guy that talks to you, our one-on-one clients, anybody that comes in, we literally are going, this is less than second grade math that this guy is now learning, but he just never heard it before. How the fuck has nobody heard these principles that once you hear me go, I cannot hear that? I'm just shocked and blessed that we get to do this. So with that being said, if you're saying, how do I get my wife to actually love me? How do I get my wife to actually like want to be with me again, like when we were dating? How do I make that happen? The bottom line is this, man. We work with business owners. We work with top sales guys who know how to make it rain. Why? For one reason. We're the world's most expensive relationship coaches. That's it. We're really fucking expensive, and the guy who wants to get the result understands that he's willing to pay for that expertise and that wisdom to go get it. So for those of you who don't want to be a part of a program that's ran by the world's most expensive relationship coaches, you can simply go to marriedgamebook.com. It is live now, marriedgamebook.com. Just go there, and for $29.95, or actually Married Game Book, no, it's not. It's $29 on Amazon. It's $29 on Audible, but it is free to you. All you have to do is pay the shipping and handling, and we will ship a copy of this out to you. And if you pay a little extra, you might even get one with a signature. We can give you that option as well. So with that being said, if you want to work with the most expensive relationship coaches on planet Earth, go to marriedgame.com and we'll show you how to switch everything and transform yourself into the man that your wife actually wants to fuck. And if you don't want to do that, go to marriedgamebook.com and we'll just give you this little piece of nugget right there to help switch your mind to change your life. And as always, Jesse, tell them.
That shit's contagious.
Keep crushing it because that shit is contagious.